Hey man, you need to hear this. If you're looking for fast, cheap, and reliable MUT coins, I highly recommend to check out my sponsor, DMC, Discount MUT Coins, and use code 187 for 10% off at checkout.
Chance to, because here's the opening kick. Let's go. All right, we need to figure out which Seattle is which.
Yeah, we'll be able to tell here shortly when we get into the formations, I believe.
All right, going by the formation.
Yeah, it looks like Blocky's on defense. I think he's coming out in that 1-4-6. Yeah, as you can see. Red Dawn coming out in that gun flanker close. Not a super popular formation this year, so I'm interested to see what he has out of that formation.
Now, it's interesting. A couple people in the chat were saying, don't sleep on Red Dawn. He's actually rather talented. Well, we're going to see on this first drive, when you're playing against somebody like Blocky, who's known for his defense, known for winning the takeaway battle every time, you want to make sure you put points on the board.
Oh, yeah, this first drive is going to be crucial. He at least needs to get 3, just get on the board, get some momentum going, and get on defense with the lead.
Yeah, you don't want your first play starting for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, comes out in that gun flanker close, little inside zone action. Looks like he's in, I think he might be in that spread playbook. It's all shotguns, a lot of 4-wide action. As you can see, Blocky in that 1-4-6, moving his DBs in. I would expect pressure off the left side here.
Now, people are always talking about run being the meta this year, but Red Dawn coming out and up. His first pass is complete just to the wrong Seattle Seahawk team. And there you go. Blocky jumping out there, 7-0. Not the way you drew it up if you're Red Dawn.
No, Blocky just coming out with that great defense like usual. Pick 6, Bobby Wagner, second play of the game. And he might have missed his extra point here, and he did. So, that's I think that's just first game nerves, getting that out of the way. But big defensive play there by Blocky, get that pick 6 with Bobby Wagner, start off 6-0.
And here I go thinking he was going to go up 7-0, but we've seen kicking has been rather tough this year. He missed the extra point.
Yeah, a little surprising. Like I said, I think it's just first game nerves, getting it out of the way. We're on a big stage here at DreamHack. Beautiful stage, by the way. So excited to be here.
Now, you got to figure out a way to put that first drive behind you. Your first run for a loss of a couple yards. Your next play, you throw a pick 6.
Yeah, that's a rough start for Red Dawn. He really needs to just calm down. This might be his first live event. We don't know. This could be his first ever live Madden tournament. I was nervous in my first Madden tournament, so he needs to come out here, settle down. I would run the ball here first play. Comes out running that slant across the middle. Great defense by Blocky. Blocky running a lot of coverage concepts here, not really bringing that blitz.
Now, 2nd and 10. We got to start moving in the right direction. If you're Red Dawn, we can't have negative yards. What do you do here? Do you lock in and say, hey, I know I wanted to throw the ball, but it seems like he's all over that. Let me go and try to get the run established? Or do you keep doing what you came here trying to do?
No, I think he's got to try to run the ball a little bit. Blocky's running that coverage defense on 1-4-6. It's a little vulnerable up the middle if he can find some good run plays up that middle, and I would get some yards, positive yardage.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah, big sack right there for Blocky.
You talk about styles making fights in a lot of these different Madden games. You want to, while you come in with a game plan and your first couple of plays scripted and knowing what you want to do, at some point you have to adjust to what the defense gives you.
Yeah, you really do. He's in a tough situation here. 3rd and 19. He's running, looks like a corner strike concept, but he hits the S-post over the middle. So big play right there for Red Dawn. About 25 yards right there on the S-post over the middle.
Now, that is something he can definitely build on. He was able to pick up all that, had great pocket presence. Now, you go ahead, get a couple more of those, start to get in your bag, and then you got to bring out the run game at some point.
Yeah, for the viewers out there, I want to tell them that Russell Wilson actually has an ability on 3rd and 4th downs to see who he's blitzing on defense. So he can tell who he's blitzing. I think on that 3rd and 19, it came up huge for him. He could tell who he's blitzing. He knew he was in coverage defense, and he had time in the pocket.
Nice completion. He gets that first down and moves the sticks. That was a close one. You saw Blocky was right behind it, thinking he had that one. But way to get underneath that defender, got that completion.
Yeah, Blocky user in that Shaquem Griffin. If you're the Seahawks, you got to utilize Tyler Lockett. He's one of the best players in Madden 20. So nice little drag route right there by Red Dawn. Blocky was a little late on his user. Let's see what Red Dawn can cook up here on 1st and 10. He's looking pretty decent right now. He's got two completions in a row.
He's having trouble dealing with that blitz off the corner. He's going to have to either keep somebody in the block or he's going to have to have a quicker route or one check downs.
Yeah, Blocky in that cover too. Big dime 1-4-6. Coming off the edge. The thing with this spread offense for Red Dawn is he doesn't have any protection on the line. He's in that spread, so there's no tight end on the line to block this edge blitz, which is one of the most popular defenses in the game. As you can see here, he lines up Jamar Taylor over there next to Clowney off the edge. He'll probably come in again right here.
Red Dawn looking to build on that momentum. He was able to pick everybody up. Has some time. Woo! Gets that completion right underneath him. Blocky thinks he might have got away with one. He felt like that should have been his pick.
Yeah, another little risky pass there. The halfback angle route. The thing I love about Blocky is he mixes his coverages so well. As you can see here on the ability, Russell Wilson, it shows with the thing right there that he's only blitzing 3. And Bobby Wagner drops another, almost had another one for Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, Red Dawn got away with one there. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. 4th and 4 here. He's bringing out the kicker. Do you think that's a good call to get some points on the board?
It is, but I don't know if he got enough power. And he did. He squeaked it in.
I don't know that you take the half stop there. I know you want a moral victory. I know you want to get a little bit of momentum, but that's not going to help you get out of this group stage into single elimination.
Yeah.
Would you rather say you played Blocky Coast or you won the game?
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, you kind of want to get points there. If he knows he's going up against a top 20 player in the world in his first event, you want to stay in the game right here. We're in that group stage, so these points do matter. I think getting points on the board there is good. He didn't look too great on offense. He had a couple of completions, but he's thrown at Blocky's user a lot, so I think getting points right there was a good move for him.
First chance we'll get to see Blocky on offense. What do you think we should look for here?
Yeah, Blocky has one of the most prolific gun bunch offenses year in and year out. He plays very simple but effective. He reminds me a lot of a guy named Skimbo. They run this bunch offense, very simple but very effective. Ooh. Oh!
Don't call it a comeback. Red Dawn's been playing D for years. He had Blocky in a box. Speaking of which, shout out to Wild even making an appearance here.
Yeah, everyone's
Man, that fumble, now I see maybe you take 3 on purpose. Now you're right back in this if you can get yourself a score.
Yeah, Red Dawn's confident in his defense, comes out, gets his first stop, sack fumble. It looks like Blocky had the deep post over the top, but he didn't throw it, and unfortunate for Blocky right there.
Now, if you're Red Dawn, he finds a way and finally gets on the ground and looks like he was able to take advantage of what Blocky was doing on defense.
Yeah, like I said, I think that 1-4-6 is vulnerable up the middle, and Red Dawn did just that. He ran that sweep right up the middle for about 15 yards. Great play call. Get positive yardage. Keep this momentum going that you have right now, and try to get 7 on the board here.
At some point, do you worry about Blocky having a little bit of, oh no, it's happening to me again. Yesterday, things didn't go my way. Or is he able to stay in this moment right now?
Well, if you want to win this, you got to stay locked in every play. I think after that play, he's probably like, damn, my luck has been rough this weekend. And as we say that, Blocky with the click on with Trey Flowers makes a move. Woo!
That was some pretty stick work. He had one more to beat, and then it would have been time. Red Dawn is not able to take advantage of that turnover. And when you're playing somebody of Blocky's caliber, you cannot let opportunities like that slip by the wayside.
Yeah, he tries to throw this baby out route, and Blocky clicks on, makes a good play. If you're Red Dawn, you're having a success running the ball right there. You should have ran the ball a couple more times, especially versus Blocky. And Blocky hits the drag route to DK Metcalf over the middle. Blocky's coming out running that wide receiver post play. It's a very good play. It stresses the user on all levels of the field.
Now, with everybody still saying the meta is run, in our first game right here, we've seen nothing but them airing it out. It looks like old Madden 17 for a little bit.
Yeah, we got 2 passers here, which is fun for us. This is exciting stuff. Yeah, Blocky running that deep corner play now and throws it away.
Great coverage over there by Red Dawn. He took away everything he wanted in the beginning, and at that point, the coverage sack was coming. Blocky knew to get rid of that ball because he didn't have anything. He lived to play another down. Now, 3rd and 1 here. Is this 4-down territory, or if you're Blocky, do you feel comfortable in your defense if you don't get that?
Doesn't matter. He comes out in that far tight slots fullback dive, which has been really popular this year. We saw a lot of that in the club series so far. I'm surprised he didn't put Carson there. He used the fullback Bellor, I believe his name is, and he picks up those 2 yards. But if you're Red Dawn, you're honestly playing some good defense. I like the way he's mixing up coverages. He's not letting Blocky get anything easy, and that's the way you really got to play when you go up against a top player like Blocky.
All right, Blocky looking at him. Oh, you got to make those tackles. Blocky able to avoid that first one and head down. But if you're Red Dawn, you can't allow those extra yards after the catch, if you're even allowed to catch at all.
Yeah, little underneath route right there by Blocky, and he hits the juke, gets some extra yards. The thing with the Seahawks, they got some good receivers now. You got guys like Tyler Lockett, you got DK Metcalf, and now they added Josh Gordon, who is a beast in Madden. So yeah, a lot of talent on the field right now for Blocky's offense. He hits that swerve route with that wheel route. He motions out Josh Gordon, clicks on, swerves in and then out, makes the sideline catch with Josh Gordon. Big play by Blocky right there.
And that shows you how to separate the user from allowing the computer to do everything for you. When you play, you beat the computer, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
So then that lets you know you cannot allow the computer to make plays for you in high-level Madden. You need to take control of the control.
Yeah, what do we call it? Stick skills, Rico. You got to have these stick skills if you want to compete at a high level. And as we see, Ed Dixon breaks a tackle right there, falls forward. Blocky's looking good on this drive right now. He's been efficient. He's been effective. Like I said, he plays simple. He's thrown the wheel route. He's thrown a couple crossers. Now he throws the underneath route.
It's funny. Normally the game would have been over by now with everybody running the ball every down. There's still almost a little under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, he throws it underneath route there to Carson. A little delayed route. He had the in route, the dig route as well. Yeah, Blocky, he had it all day in the pocket right there. Red Dawn doesn't seem to want to bring any pressure at all. He just wants to sit back and make Blocky go underneath.
That's a tough way to make a living. When you have somebody who knows their reads and is as well versed on the offensive side of the ball as Blocky, don't you want to send some pressure, make him a little uncomfortable in the pocket? Because if you allow him to play pitch and catch, and he gets the fumble recovery. Red Dawn is not out of it. He's decided he's going to let him catch him, but he's going to make him pay the price every time they do.
Yeah, 2 big turnovers right now by Red Dawn. Blocky's got to be annoyed right now. Bobby Wagner with the big hit stick right there. And that's got to hurt for Blocky. He marches down the field relatively easy, and he gets into the red zone, and big turnover right there for Red Dawn. Let's see if he can capitalize on it now.
He has 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in that second quarter. Oh, he finds him.
Man, it seems like that Bobby Wagner is just everywhere. Hit sticking everywhere. That Bobby Wagner's a beast. That's the reason, honestly, why a lot of people are going to use the Seahawks today, because of that Bobby Wagner, because of that Jadeveon Clowney. Bobby Wagner has 2 abilities. He has that enforcer ability, which gets these big hits, as you see, and he also has the secure tackler, which helps tackle these run metas that we're going to see.
And you definitely need that in today's game. He takes it back to the ground and goes nowhere in a hurry.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner there again. Ran a little sweep action out of the spread, and Blocky was right there. Red Dawn is not looking too great on offense. He's played fine on defense. He's gotten those turnovers. He just needs to get something going on offense in order to get 7 on the board, because you're going to need 7 in order to beat Blocky.
Yep, this is not Golden State back in the day. Can't win with 3s here.
Yeah, talk about Golden State now, huh?
Ooh, sometimes Madden's good to you, sometimes Madden's not. Same thing for other sports.
Yeah, just a terrible read right there by Red Dawn in triple coverage. And Blocky just clicks on, makes the user pick with Diggs.
He just threw that one up as like a Hail Mary. And you wonder to yourself, is that nerves? Is that a bad read? Or is it just Blocky confusing him on a different look?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Red Dawn's had the reps versus some elite players like Blocky, and I don't know if he read the coverage correctly. It just was he ran a post route out of that spread, and there was 3 men there. Just a terrible read right there by Red Dawn.
You got to shake that off. You've been playing good defense so far. He's going to have to come up and stop Russell Wilson from scrambling. You can't give him that much room with his speed. Oh, yeah. He picked apart all day long.
That Russell Wilson's a beast. I think he's got about 85 speed. He's got that escape artist ability, which is super effective this year. We've seen a lot of people run that all year. And he just looks great with him. He has great. Blocky always has great pocket presence. He's a very patient player. He'll take that underneath stuff, and he's doing just that. He just can't turn the ball over in the red zone again. That's the key for Blocky right now.
While Red Dawn and Blocky are leaving it all on the field here, we have Q and Black Danzo going at it in our other match. And The two of these winners will be facing off in our next matchup, and then finally the two losers will be playing in our third game. All right, T. Davis, he's marching down here. Minute 16 left. You're already in field goal range. Are you playing to keep 3, or are you trying to get 7 here?
No, if you're Blocky, you want to get 7. Take control of this game. He likes these underneath routes. He's running this deep corner play with a, he actually has a slot guy in a whip route. He has that deep post, and he has the backside dig route, and then this delay route where he's been hitting with Carson. Very good pocket presence so far by Blocky. Look for him to milk this clock here down and try to get points for the half. He would like a touchdown to go up 13-3 at half. Ooh, risky pass right there to Carson. Yeah, Blocky comes out right there in that mesh post setup. He has a hitch on the bunch side with the backside wheel route, very popular this year as well. And he lowballed that pass to Carson. It's a little risky pass, but it's hard for the defender to make a play on that.
Have you found that in this year's Madden? A lot of people can get down to the red zone, but once you get there, if that run gets stopped, I find people are having trouble getting 7.
Yeah, well, the thing, I haven't seen Blocky run in the red zone. He's been trying to pass in the red zone. I think right now he's going to that fullback dive, which is a smart strategy, and he's using that Carson to fall forward. So, yeah, this is what Blocky should have done earlier. He should have came out running the ball in the red zone. That's very effective. And as I say that, he gets 7 with Chris Carson right up the middle.
Yes, Blocky found a way to go ahead and finally convert on one of those turnovers and turn it into a touchdown. Now, when do you go for 2? Do you not? Do you feel like you have it? Do you not need to chase points because you're up now 2 scores, 13-3? Or do you want that extra point?
Yeah, no need to go for 2 there. Go up, take the lead, go up 10. You're in a great position right now. Red Dawn has not looked great on offense. Blocky is one of the premier defensive players in the Madden community. And I think you go up 10 there and you play defense here.
20 seconds remaining for Red Dawn in this half. He needs to make sure that he does not turn this ball over and give Blocky a chance to get a couple of free points before this, because Blocky does get the ball back at half. So you got to be smart here. Sometimes it's better to take it into the half, down 10, than to try to get a little exotic and turn that ball over and throw another pick 6.
Yeah, like you said, Rico, Blocky does get ball at half. So if you're Red Dawn, you can't make any mistakes here. And he throws the bubble screen to Tyler Lockett. I like that play call, actually. He gets a positive gain. He should call timeout here. And I think he's trying to call timeout, but I think he pressed the pause button. And he's trying to call timeout, yeah.
When in doubt, it's uh-oh. Looks like he's going to time himself out. He still hasn't figured it out.
Yeah, that clock's gone, and we're at the halftime. So, mental mistake right there by Red Dawn. I don't know what happened, but
Neither does he.
Yeah, I don't. He looks a little upset over there. He's just getting up. But Blocky does get ball now at half, up 13-3. Blocky's in a great position. I think we'll see Blocky run this clock here and take control of this game. And
that's what I was about to just ask you. You got to love that. If you're Blocky, do you just now try to just run this ball, get this over with, be happy, and take your victory? Or are you trying to work on a couple things and take out some of that frustration from Master Gamer yesterday in this one?
Yeah, you make a good point right there, Rico. He's probably upset. I think he wanted to come out in this first game and test the waters. I don't think he's played a lot of regs, to be honest, because he's been so focused on salary cap for that Dolphins Club Series. So I think he wants to come out here, get a little groove going. But you want to win at the end of the day. So I think he's going to run that clock, but also try to mix in some passes to get his groove on offense.
All right, Blocky leading 13-3 at the start of the second half. Madden 20 premiere at DreamHack. It's going to be a great day of Madden action. Again, we'd like to thank AT&T Chipotle for making this all possible.
Yeah, Blocky comes out running with that Russell Wilson. It's been effective for him all day with that escape artist. And I want to see Blocky hike the ball at 1 here, use that clock to the best of his abilities. And Red Dawn, if you're Red Dawn, you got to get that third turnover. You got to get another turnover here, get that ball back, and try to get points on the board and get back in this game.
Ooh. Nice little bit of stick work. We'll stop and go. Now, I've noticed a lot of players so far when you're watching some of the club championships and the earlier tournaments, what's separating the good from the great and that next tier is stick work. For the people out there that are learning, can you give any tips on how do you practice your stick work or how can you improve it?
Yeah, well, the number one thing is always reps. Repetitions versus good players is always going to get your game better. and practice mode always helps. But in order to get your stick skills down, like the way you see with Blocky, is just getting those repetitions, playing high-level players, and playing over and over, practice. And yeah, as you can see, Blocky with that nice little move right there, that little, I don't even know what we call that move, little woo woo. Yeah, it looks like. You had some stick skills back in the day, Rico.
Yes. But that was only with I was able to run that quarterback sneak. I'd have been in that Lamar Jackson Panther heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, out of bounds.
He was trying to get a swerve on.
Yeah, Blocky's looking good with that wheel route swerve. Looking glitchy out there.
And that's what you want to do here. With the many different modes of Madden and with the MCS going on, you really got to make sure you're locked in and you have your gameplay and your mind frame ready for the regs mode as compared to the other ones. The more reps he can get, it'll probably help him as he moves on and faces stiffer competition.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Coming out here in this event, signing up for this, playing the best players in the world, is always going to benefit your game. That's why I tell people all the time, repetitions and coming out to these tournaments, showing your face, and playing the best is always going to help you. And as you see here, Blocky's just in control of the game, up 10 with ball, moving into the red zone, running that clock. Throws that backside in route to Josh Gordon. 12 for 14 right now. Blocky looks great passing the ball.
He absolutely does. He's making it look really easy. He could have picked up 20 yards with Russell Wilson, or he could have thrown that pass. He's really having his way right now with Red Dawn's defense.
Yeah, and he's coming out here in that fullback dive again. Look for him to run right up the middle, and he falls forward to the 3-yard line. I want to see Blocky hike the ball around 1 or 2 here on the play clock. Utilize his clock. I'm surprised he didn't have true clock on here. Get out of here with the victory.
Do you think that's a function of how he feels the competition is in this game? If he'd have been playing, let's say, a higher caliber player or somebody he may have recognized, do you think he would have been more conscious about the way the clock's been being used?
Yeah, I think you hit it right on the nail right there, Rico. I think he doesn't have too much respect for Red Dawn's ability, especially on offense, and I think he just wants to feel comfortable on offense for the way he lost yesterday, come back feeling better.
All right, well, he was only able to get 3 out of this, so if you're Red Dawn, you got to feel good. You're still technically in this game. It's still a 2-score game. You know, you get a touchdown here. Now you're at least fighting for yourself, but you can't allow this drive to go without you getting 7 here.
Yeah, if you're Red Dawn, you have life. Like, you have a chance. You're only down 2 possession, 2 touchdowns, so you just got to look way better on offense. You got to have crisper reads. You got to move the ball more effectively right here. This is the biggest drive of the game for Red Dawn for his first game of the day, so he really needs to get 7 right here.
Now, he looked like he had a couple of runs where he could have established it or tried to go back to it, but I feel like he's abandoned it completely and is still just trying to throw this ball every time to show people how good he is.
Yeah, he had 2 decent drives. He got in that red zone and threw that pick, and he looked good running the ball with those sweeps. I don't know why he got away from that. He's going to have to pass now, so it could get rough for him. Makes a good read there to the hitch route, though.
You got to make that guy miss. He went a little bit too early. I feel like you avoid that tackle there instead of it being a 4-yard pickup. You might have been able to move the chains.
Yeah, well, that's what separates the good from the great. And you throw these little, like you see with Blocky, he throws these little underneath routes, but he can make a move. He can break a tackle, and that's what separates these elite players.
And no yards after the catch.
Yeah, Blocky's coming out now in that 3-4 odd. He's trying to bring a little pressure. He's trying to end this game. And Red Dawn's throwing these underneath routes. He's doing decent. He just needs to break one and get into the end zone, honestly.
3rd and 3 here. Under 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Blocky leading 16-3 over Red Dawn.
Yeah, he's wasting too much time here. He's got to get moving. Ooh, risky pass again by Red Dawn. Blocky was right there. And now this is the game right here, Rico. If he can't convert this 4th and 3, this game's over, and Blocky's going to move on.
If you're on defense right now, on a 4th and 3, are you sending fire at him? Are you heating him up? Or are you playing coverage?
And it looks like Blocky is. As you can see with those red exclamation points, you can read with Russell Wilson. He's blitzing, and Blocky's bringing the heat right now. Let's see if Red Dawn can make a play. And he breaks a tackle with Carson, gets the first down, and continues the drive. Wow.
That's where he decided to call the run? I'm shocked. But, hey, he kept us off balance. He got Blocky off balance. At least he got that first down. Was able to move those sticks.
I saw your face when he hiked that ball, and you were like, what is this play call? But, hey.
And he got lucky.
Yeah, he did get lucky, but it worked out for him. And keeps the drive going, keeps his life going in this game.
He was able to get that corner, but he really didn't take it as quick as he could. I think he was trying to still wait for a receiver to come across instead of just turning that one up and picking up a couple more yards.
Yeah, I thought he might try to throw that wheel route one-on-one way down the field, but he didn't. Took the yardage. And he's playing smart right now, but it might be a little too late. He should have did this earlier. Playing a little too late now, the way he's playing. I love that play call again right there. Blocky's in that 3-4 odd defense where his linebackers are pinched. So what you want to do versus that is spread the ball out, open. There's no one out there to guard his slot receiver on that bubble. So great play call right there. He just couldn't break a tackle.
All right, we're in the fourth quarter, trailing by 2 scores. Red Dawn looking to get something going here as he tries to cut this gap against Blocky.
Ooh, nothing there. Just great defense by Blocky. Terrific defense. Everything was covered. Everything that Red Dawn wanted to throw was covered, and Blocky comes up with a huge sack. Now we're in a 4th and 17 situation, and this should be the ball game. We'll see if he can convert, but it's going to be tough for Red Dawn.
You don't come to a Madden tournament unless you have a play for 4th and 17. I would not be shocked if Red Dawn got this one. Now, 4th and 17, are you heating it up or you're playing coverage?
Oh, 4th and 17, you're heating it up every time, Rico. This is like money on defense right here. You're sending the dogs. You're lurking that middle. And let's see, Red Dawn, he's hot rod. Let's see if he can cook one up right here. He's got time. Nothing.
You got to throw that ball.
Yeah.
You got to give an athlete a chance to be an athlete back there. You cannot take that sack. I'd rather see you throw a pick again or do something. You can't afford to take that here. Yeah, you got to leave it all on the field.
Yeah, you got to take a chance right there. Just throw it up, try something. You got good receivers out there, like we said. You got to take a chance there. And Blocky's coming out passing. So I definitely believe Blocky is trying to get his groove on offense. He's pissed off about the way things ended yesterday. He's coming out here and he wants to get in a groove on offense. And as you can see, this could benefit him going forward because now his first game of the day, he gets it out of the way and he gets his groove down and moving on. He wants to play good offense.
All right, and breaking news when it feels like breaking. We have an update in the Q versus Black Danto game. It is 7-7 in the second quarter. These guys are evenly matched going at it, and wow. Look at that, tiptoeing in the back of the end zone. Blocky making it look easy. Where is it?
Yeah, beautiful play right there with that deep crosser by Blocky. And now Blocky's just swagging on him. He's trying to get that confidence down moving forward. And he really looked great in the second half. He started off the first half a little slow, those turnovers, and he's looked phenomenal in the second half. And he's going for 2 here. He's going for 2, Rico. He wants all the points. Fullback dive of Carson for 2.
And some of you might be out there wondering, hey, that's poor sportsmanship. The game's over. It's about point differential and seeding. You never want to be the one who winds up playing one of the toughest players in the world because you decided not to take that extra 3 at the end of the game, or you decided to take a knee instead of scoring. Right now, it's about putting up as many points as possible and winning by the highest margin. Yeah,
getting those points is crucial in this round robin group stage. It's so important. And then Blocky wants to get that bye. When we get into the playoff single elimination, he wants that bye first round, and he's coming out hard trying to get it. So if you're Red Dawn here, you just want to get some momentum going. You're going to have another game after this, right after, so you want to get some momentum going to get into that, and just another big sack by Blocky. It's looking rough for Red Dawn on offense.
All right, I see everybody out there in the chat asking about the brackets. I'm going to go ahead, and if you look under Madden Historian, I just posted the bracket into the chat.
Second and 21 here for Red Dawn. See if he can get something going. But all right, throws a deep out route to Metcalf. Nice play right there by Red Dawn, but just a little too late. 9 for 15, 3 interceptions. Rough day for Red Dawn on offense.
Yeah, and it all started with that first pick 6 he threw. He was never really able to recover from it.
Yeah, to throw a pick 6, second play of your first ever tournament, that's rough. That'll get you down in the dumps. But he's got another game after this. We'll see if he can bounce back. Blocky bringing that blitz right here on 3rd and 7.
All right, thank you guys out there in the chat world. They let me know I'm not a mod, so I was unable to post the bracket. We're going to go ahead and get somebody to post that for you guys into the bracket. Thank you very, very much. And 24-3. If you're Blocky, you came in here, you were able to shake the rust off a little bit. You got back into the regs mode. You wind up winning by 3 scores, almost going to be a max point differential. You got to walk away happy here, correct?
Yeah, you really do. He looked great in the second half. That's all he really wanted to do. He wanted to come out here, get his rhythm, get his groove going. As he throws another risky pass right there, Blocky almost nut with a 4th pick. But yeah, Blocky looked great. As we expected, Blocky, one of the top players in the world, offense and defense, is very efficient, and came out here, looked great. And I'm expecting big things from Blocky in this tournament. I really am. I think he's going to make a deep run, and I think he wants to avenge that loss in the Dolphins Club Series.
And I don't think he'd mind if he ran into Master Gamer one more time.
They're both here. We could see it.
All right, Red Dawn trying to get it all back, but having a little bit of trouble. Minute 32 remaining in the 4th quarter. Blocky in complete control of this one on defense right now. Red Dawn is just trying to make it respectable. But if you're Red Dawn, you can't hang your head out. You're playing against arguably one of the top 10 Madden players. Top 5, maybe, if you look at the last couple of years and where he's finished and how consistent he's been. And you're not out of it yet. You still have a few more games, but you can't win if you keep throwing picks like that.
Yeah. Blocky's what? I think the only thing Blocky hasn't done is win a belt. I mean, he's come so close these last couple of years. He's, like you said, consistent, so consistent. Probably one of the top 5 consistent players in the world. And he's looked phenomenal right here in the second half. He really came out. Now he's running the ball. And this game looks like it's GG.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be GG's in the chat. Speaking of which, yes, Cleft is here to defend his belt. We told you there was a who's who of bad players. Blocky, Master Gamer, Clef. We saw Bugs. We saw Jaybird. Safa was here.
Yep.
There are so many people I'm forgetting. User.
Drag.
Shout out to Drag. Yes, they're all here, all looking to make that name. And look at that great sportsmanship as Blocky and Red Dawn shake each other's hands. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we are not done yet. Give us a quick moment. We're going to switch back over to that Q versus Black Danzo game. We're going to get an update and take that one in. Now, this is going to be the first chance we get to look at both of these players here. With them not knowing what's going on right now, knowing that they're playing in that B game, but they know who Blocky is. There has to be a little bit more pressure on them and to get that first game, because at least that puts you in a better position to get out of this.
Yeah, well, they can't worry about who's next and Blocky and stuff. They got to worry about that game, focus play by play on that game. And I'm excited to see these two players. You know, we don't really know much about them. 2 up-and-coming guys. I want to see what teams they're using, how they're playing offense, how they're playing defense, and see if they have a chance going up against Blocky in that next game.
All right, we have their admin with them right now.